Well, guys, our next guest is finally getting his chance to fight for the interim lightweight title in the main event of UFC 216, riding an incredible 9-fight win streak. He is one of the most exciting lightweights in the world to watch. It's a pleasure to welcome El Kakui, Tony Ferguson, back to Submission Radio. Welcome to the program, Tony.
Hey, thank you guys very much, man. I'm actually on my way to Big Bear right now. There's a little switch up in camp, so things are going to get interesting.
Really? Why? I thought you always trained at Big Bear. Why the switch up?
Well, just because I want to give this kid a little bit more of an ass whooping. You know what TF stands for with Tony Ferguson, but it's technical fault. And in wrestling, that means you got your ass kicked and then you got your ass kicked again. That means that you got outpointed and then you got pinned. This kid's got such a big mouth. I want to actually put the icing on top of the cake by going up to Big Bear, preparing like a beast, and then giving you crowd everything that you want to on that pay-per-view. Come October 7th, Kevin Lee's finished. That's done.
I'm curious, Tony, when was this decision made? Did you just make it now? And was it something that he said that made you change your mind about going up to Big Bear? What was it that kind of made you want to jump in the car and go up there?
No, it wasn't like I was missing anything, and it wasn't like he said anything. But I'm just how I am, and it's funny because my wife, she's like, you know, it wouldn't be you if you didn't do that kind of stuff. And so it's me. I'm like the last minute decision, kind of like, you know what, I'm going to do this shit. And why? Because I just feel it. I think that going up to Big Bear is going to make me become a little bit more mental edge over this guy. This guy talks a lot, man. And I'm not even trying to let that anywhere near close to what I've worked hard for. You said it already. You said 9-fight win streak. That wasn't given to me. That shit was earned, man. And those fights were classics. Those were classic wars that I've earned performance bonuses from. So for this kid to be able to go from a number 7 to a title fight, I'm going to let him know you're welcome. You're welcome. I did you that favor. I was there in International Fight Week. I was talking to myself thinking, I was like, you know what? Khabib's bitch ass ain't going to fight. He's not going to even make weight either. He's going to be waiting for Conor, so I need to make some shit happen. So when I approached him in International Fight Week and that bitch didn't even lift up one arm to throw a punch like he did on Chiesa, I knew he was going to be parking easy money.
Well, we're excited to talk about the fight, but while you're in the car, I got to ask you, have you gone past any more of those UFC billboards that say that you're fighting for the featherweight title? And what was your reaction when you saw the first one?
For one, I said I had to lose some more weight. I was like, oh, shit. Fuck it. I almost had to stop eating and drinking what I was eating at the moment. I was like, oh, shit. That Mexican food looked good, but I was like, I might want to think about it. At first, I was kind of pissed, but I was like, you know what? It's kind of funny to think about it. Oh, you know, my wife took a picture of it and she shared it, but then it didn't notice it right away. It was a fan that noticed it, and then we were kind of like, oh, that's funny. So that's why I've not let the UFC know that the marketing department is A+.
Did they get back to you with an explanation? Did they explain what happened there? Did you try and get anyone fired, Tony? You're like, I want that man gone.
No, I think they're wanting me to actually go for the featherweight title. You know, they're like, Tony, you know, we
it's
don't
a
want
sign.
you to go to we don't want to kick GSP's ass. We want you to go towards Max. Well, once I'm done with this division, I'll move on to a different division. But Max is pretty chill. 170 pounds, that needs to be straightened up a little bit. But you know what I mean? It is what it is, and I'm having fun with this. And that's what this camp is about. That's why I'm going to Big Bear. Camp out at Black House is amazing, but my coach is going to be able to make it up to Big Bear. So that's where it was a team effort. Teamwork makes the dream work. I'm very excited to be able to, you know, do this, man, to try something again, but yet a little bit different than I did when I was preparing for Mexico City. I really want to see where my conditioning can get to, and I really, really want to see where my martial arts can get to. I don't want to get hit no more. I want to come out with this fight a flawless victory. I want to put this dude into that position where he never is in the top 10 again.
Well, let's quickly talk about Lee being the challenger because, I mean, you mentioned it before how you went up to him at the expo and this fight kind of started getting put together. But a lot of fans thought it would definitely be Khabib that would be fighting you for this interim title. So tell us, what was your reaction when you saw Lee getting the fight against you? And were there any other names sort of in the wings that we don't know about that were possibly thought about for this fight against you at UFC 216?
I thought they were using Lee as leverage for Khabib, you know, to get him to bite down on the I mean, shit, you fans, I want the fight too. I mean, shit, even I think Khabib would actually lose the weight if he could get his shit together. I mean, Ali Abdelaziz, they said that they weren't ready for the fight, which I think was bullshit. I think that the boy, I mean, literally, you can only fight once a year. I mean, that's bullshit, dude. Like, I don't know, like I say, you need to retire. I'm running out of Team Tiramisu ideas. You know, Tiramisu Tuesday is only good enough when you got good quality stuff, but it is what it is, and it's not funny anymore. It really isn't. You got a lot of fans that are really disappointed in you, and you're dude. You're disappointing yourself. You're letting me fight a number 7. You got to be sitting on the sidelines and hating your ass. You got to be thinking, be like, shit, why the hell did I not sign on that dotted line?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I let Ferguson fighting Kevin Lee? Holy shit, Tony's going to get a belt, and I'm not going to get shit. I'm going to be stuck here with that fake belt that I got when I fucking went to Russia and everybody gave one to me. That's what he's going to be saying. You know, enjoying his team tiramisu. At like the end of Dodgeball when you have Ben Stiller eating that fucking ice cream.
Fucking
that's
Chuck
fucking
Norris.
That's Khabib right there. Fuck that Chuck Norris. You know? Fuck yeah, America, bitch. And, you know, it is what it is, and I'm tough as nails, and I show up. I show up every single time. And if we have a game opponent in Kevin Lee that wants to show up and has got more heart than Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, than any of these other dudes, because I don't see anybody else signing up on that dotted line. Nobody's jumping up saying, hey, I want to fight T. Ferg. I want to get in that cage with El Kukui. Fuck no. Nobody's saying that shit. Nobody wants to go in the nightmare with the fucking Freddie J. No way. No way. This kid even actually opened up a can of worms by talking shit. So things are going to get interesting, man. I mean, I'm really excited. His trash talk is fucking cringy as fuck, too. So, I mean, it's actually, I mean, I don't want to say it's a battle of the cringe, but it's a battle of the best. Right now, this kid's a hot prospect. I'm going to shut that. They're always trying to build prospects off of me. Can I be mad at that? No, I don't give 2 fucks. Fuck you, pay me. If I put on a performance, fucking pay me. I'm going to do my shit. But don't lowball me. I'm going to give you a lowball fucking, like an expectation fight. You want to fucking have featherweight champion on that billboard, you're going to get a featherweight performance. If you really want to see a performance, treat me with some respect, man. Fucking, that's it. I'm a real champ. I'm here. I'm putting in the time. I'm putting in the effort. And I can't wait to show some cool videos of me doing some cool shit out here in Big Bear.
Oh, for sure. People need to jump on the Instagram account and check it out. Just on that, I mean, before we move off Khabib and into the fight, we saw that Instagram post that you put up where Khabib's manager Ali said that they wanted a fight in November and December, but the UFC needed it to be in the main event for October. So he said you jumped in. However, you reposted a picture of his post and said that they were the ones who actually turned out fights for both October and November dates. So can you clear up the confusion? What exactly happened there?
So I was down to fight. I'm game to fight no matter when and where, obviously. I proved that when International Fight Week. I don't need anybody to hold my hand to get a fight, but if Khabib, I'm trying to hold his fucking hand, and you have Ali Abdelaziz saying, no, it's not true. We offered you the fight in October. We offered you the fight in November, and damn it, I damn near offered you the fight in December, but shit, dude, you fucking would have waited until 2018 if I would have said that shit. You're not healthy. If you're not healthy, it's just because your mental's not healthy. You're weak-minded, son. You need to fucking quit. Going up a weight class, you're going to get eaten up. Your credibility's shit. So regardless of what Ali said and what anybody else says, that bitch is trying to fucking manipulate the system by managing all the top 5. So whatever he says, they ain't getting no belt anytime soon, because once I get done with Kevin Lee, they're going to have to deal with me.
And here's where it gets interesting, because obviously shortly afterwards, McGregor lost to Mayweather. Khabib posted a photo on Instagram challenging McGregor to a fight December 30th. Just wondering, what was your reaction to that, and why do you sort of feel like he's willing to fight McGregor, but he's not really committed to doing this rematch with you?
Oh, that's cute. That's the first thing I said. I was like, that's funny. I mean, he's probably eating a bowl of tiramisu while he's fucking tweeting that shit. Same thing, saying, damn that Chuck Norris. Like, he's so pissed off in his own little pissed off world where everybody's praising him that he started to believe that he is the actual champ. That he started actually believing his own shit. Khabib, you're a fat motherfucker, dude. You need to get off your lazy ass, go get on a bike and lose some weight and get into the actual fight game. Get a dietitian and do this shit, man, because honestly, I'm tired of hearing your fucking name. You're in my weight class and you're polluting this shit. You're making it, you're giving this name for the lightweight division a bad name, just like Conor McGregor. That bitch needs to defend and vacate, and you need to make weight. So the 2 top guys that are in this division are a bunch of bitches. They can't handle this shit professionally. I mean, McGregor, I have to give it to him. He's handling this thing. He's doing his own thing. But once I get this belt, there's nowhere else to run.
Well, we'll speak about the sort of landscape of the division later, but we want to talk about this fight with Lee. We actually spoke to Kevin on the show last week, and he brought up a fact that we didn't know, that you and him went to college together. He mentioned that he remembered you were a little bit weird and not smart. I mean, what do you remember about him in college? And do you have any memories of any interactions you may have had with him back in those college days?
if you do the math right, I was already out of college, and I never wrestled with him. So the kid's lying through his fucking teeth. He's trying to promote himself any way that he can. I just got off the phone, actually, with my coach from Grand Valley, and he even says that he's really never even met Kevin Lee. So we're both kind of shaking our heads, and we're both thinking that this kid's a fucking punk, because his coach was never my coach. And so that changing of the guards was a long time ago. And anytime I've ever went back to that college, I was always trying to praise people to do things great, or to be better than I ever have been there, and make sure you graduate and do these things, And I don't see where this knucklehead ever came out of Grand Valley State University Wrestling, because that's not what Grand Valley Wrestling is about. What I remember what Grand Valley Wrestling is about is what I'm doing, not what he's saying. So you guys are going to get strictly what I said about that TF, because I heard the interview. I heard his little smart-ass comments. But ain't nobody going to save him once he gets inside that octagon with me. There's only 3 people allowed in that bitch. There's myself, the ref, and Kevin Lee's bitch ass. And once he's locked inside there, he's going to realize the hole that he dug is too fucking deep. And I'm the Grim Reaper that's going to cover that bitch.
I'm just wondering, Tony, talk to us about that stare down you guys had at the media day during the McGregor-Mayweather fight week. You guys looked into each other's eyes. Did you get anything from that stare down? Did you see anything when you looked into his eyes?
Fucking fake. I saw what Michael Chester didn't see. I saw this dude's all talk bark. I'm the dog in this fight. It don't matter the size of the dog in the fight. It just matters how big the bark is. And I got a fucking bite with me too. This dude rubbed me the wrong way. And if you know anything about, my coach Billy, he's really big about, Team All Blacks and the haka.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty big about that too. The fucking haka is amazing. I get fucking chills every time I see it and I hear it. It's awesome. It's shit. It reminds me of being in the octagon. And when I laid down my fern, when I was like that against Josh Thompson, when Josh Thompson pushed his forehead against mine, he stepped over my fern. I laid down my fern at UFC Countdown over at that thing at the UFC Performance Institute, and he stepped over my fucking fern. He disrespected me. I'm not going to disrespect him by saying a bunch of names and shit, but damn it, I'll point him, and he's going to feel fucking pain.
And by the way, Tony Ferguson getting a lot of fans right now in New Zealand who appreciate that shout out. I don't want to turn this into a fashion on the red carpet show, Tony, but we have to ask you your thoughts about Lee's pink Adidas tracksuit from the media day. Was it a yay or a nay?
Oh, he looked like a suit my last bitch wore. Just like straight up. I mean, if you really want to wear a fucking Adidas all outfit, you better be ready to breakdance battle. And no matter what color it is, that style, you better have some tempo with it. But this kid's got no style, no tempo, and no fucking rhythm. You might be able to shake your head back and forth looking like you have a fucking, like a tune in your head. But motherfucker, I'm going to dance circles around you. So that little pink outfit, that's cool. Like I said, it's the same shit that my last bitch wore. So.
Ouch. In terms of the matchup, Tony, obviously you're speaking about how you're going for that technical fault. You want to basically go in there and not even get hit even once. What advantages do you feel that you have when sort of looking at Lee's skill set? I'm just wondering, with sort of him having wrestling as his probably best weapon, how do you feel you go with him on the ground?
I'm a lot better than him. My 10th line of jiu-jitsu is a shitload better. And that's the other part. He had the nerve to disrespect Joe Rogan and my coach. Motherfucker.
What did he say?
He said something about 10th line of jiu-jitsu just kind of being there and being weird. So he's not only just calling me weird, he's calling jiu-jitsu and fucking everything fucking out there in the weird that's not him in Motown fake. I'm tired of that bullshit. It's time to put the fucking extinguisher on this flame.
I mean, everybody's really, really excited for this. And you spoke about your camp before and you going up to Big Bear. We know you obviously always have an exceptional camp when it comes to fight time. But are you doing anything different? Are you bringing anyone else in up to Big Bear to stay up there with you? Is there anyone else that you're bringing in for this one? Any special secrets that you can let us in on when it comes to preparation for this one?
Special secrets for this one. I'm bringing up my 2 dogs. So that way they make sure I finish my sets. I'm bringing up Darcy Knuckles. And actually, yes, I'm bringing up a couple different people. It's going to be interesting, man. Anytime that I've ever had to get ready for an opponent, I always only had a certain amount of people that were allowed to be in my corner. Well, with dealing with different opponents, I had to deal with different corners, and that's how I always played. I always played like an RPG game. If you guys are ever gamers. So with this enemy that I have here, I'm bringing in all my games, all my gamers, all my corners, all my peoples, all my material, all my energies, all my magic, all my whatevers you want to fucking call it. I'm going to put it all together in one little pot. And then, you know what? I'm going to bring that motherfucker. I'm going to bring something new onto the table. Hopefully, not hopefully. I know I'm going to bring something new to the table. This is a dawning of a new age. I am the new age Johnny Cage. And this is my time, dude. Straight up.
New Age Johnny Cage. I love it. And this is the thing, Tony. You were already supposed to fight for that interim title belt early in the year against Khabib. You know, obviously we all know what happened. Does this title shot sort of feel real to you yet, or will it only feel real once you step into the cage on you know, fight night?
It's real, but the material, the belt itself, all of that, it matters. But I'm so damn focused on just the fight at hand. And if the opponent switches, I'm getting ready for not just one opponent. I'm getting ready for 4. I'm getting ready for Kevin Lee, Conor McGregor, and Khabib, including myself, because I'm the worst enemy that I've ever faced. I'll always take myself out of my own game. And none of these last 3 are going to beat me, so they have their hands full.
Even though it's the interim title, Kevin Lee made a point during the interview where he said that he believes you guys are fighting for the real belt. How do you feel about this belt? Do you believe this is a fight for the real title, considering that Conor hasn't defended his belt for so long?
Absolutely. I mean, let me take Kevin Lee out of the picture for 1 second, because anytime that dude ever opens up his mouth, he's so irrelevant, it's not even funny. He might be fighting for the belt, but it's through privilege. I'm giving him this opportunity. So that bitch, when he's saying it's a real belt or a fake belt, he's saying the same shit that I said, but he's reiterating it. If it's real enough, if I can see it, if I can feel it, and I can hold it, that bitch is real enough for me. So this is my belt. This is what it's about. And everybody knows what it takes to get to where it's at. I didn't just talk my way to get there. So once I see that bitch around my waist, it's going to be awesome. It's just going to be the next step towards greatness.
Yeah, and Tony, you said just before about how you're preparing for, you know, pretty much any opponent they throw at you, and you said something before in the interview about lowballing. Just wondering if you sort of spoke to the UFC before this fight or leading into this fight about contract negotiations. Were there any negotiations? Did you have any stipulations put in ahead of this fight just in case there was a last-minute opponent like last time, or a withdrawal? Is there anything in the contract like that?
You know, there's a lot of different changes, but I'm not happy. How about that? I'm happy with what I've got. I'm excited. I'm very, dude. It's a fight.
Did you get an upgrade? Is the contract upgraded? Will you be making more for this one?
That's what the people wanted, right? The people wanted to see me fight. The people wanted to see me fight, so that's what I'm doing. Is I'm fighting. I'm competing. Why? Because my shelf life is great. I enjoy to compete, and I want to see my skills get better. If I have nobody that wants to fight, what am I going to do? Sit around? Fuck no. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to compete. So whatever's on my contract, whatever that number says, whatever it is, we worked hard on it. My management, myself, and my family to do this. We put this all together so that way that you fans, so that way I can see where my ability is at. So that way when I come out of this with a flawless victory, you guys know exactly who the real champ is.
And a lot of people are super excited about that. They're also, you know, looking ahead to possibly, you know, you becoming champion and what would happen next. A lot of people are wondering, with Conor McGregor wanting to come back possibly for a December 30th card, if everything goes well in this fight, Tony, and you come out relatively uninjured, is it a date that's possible for you to make? Would you be interested in fighting again so soon if they presented you with a Conor McGregor fight for that December 30th card?
Absolutely. I believe that they absolutely need to. If that's my belt and he has the belt, they need to unify both belts. Fuck that Nate Diaz 3 shit. Both those bitches they want to try to act like they're going to go and make money. Nate don't want to fight. He's trying to recover from a fucking hit that he took with his management and all that other things. McGregor's going to defend or vacate. He's going to defend that belt. He needs to come back. If not, there goes his legacy. There goes the UFC shit. I mean, really, legitimately, why do we have rankings? Why do we have a belt system? Why do we have all this other stuff?
Tony, would you be frustrated if obviously, you know, you go in there, you beat Kevin Lee, you win the interim belt, and then the UFC decide, oh, hey, we're going to go with this Nate Diaz fight, or they try and set it up together?
No, I actually think I'm a little bit more frustrated because I took the wrong exit right now. We want to talk about future fights and all this other bullshit, but in ultimate reality, I don't give two fucks. The fight that's the most important at hand is the one that's most important. That's the one motherfuckers need to get excited about. Because obviously everybody fucking knows what the fuck I can do to Nate Diaz. And look, there goes my swearing jar. I've been acting like I needed to get, you know, my shit together for my kid. But like straight up, you guys want me to talk about those other fighters? They're a bunch of bitches. They want to go and they want to talk. Look, if we can fucking put this shit on video, we can make this a money fight. If you guys really want to get gangster, let's fucking do that shit. If you want to fucking put it on money, let's put it on paper, Nate. I will fucking Stockton slap the shit out of you, kid. You don't fucking know me, dude. Straight up. Same thing with Conor McGregor. You guys are a bunch of bitches and you guys are a bunch of fakes. If you want to fight while we're here in the UFC, why don't you come and sign a dotted line after you get your shit together and defend your fucking belt, Conor?
All right, well, let's get back to the fight that matters. Kevin Lee said that he's going to quote-unquote fuck you up at UFC 216. And we know you told Jim Edwards at MMA Uno that you see a possible D'Arce choke win. Tell us, how are you feeling about the finish right now? Are you still going for this D'Arce choke finish, or have you kind of switched thoughts as to how you see this fight playing out?
The fight, I've played over the fight in my head many times. I've pictured it going from my feet, from my footwork, my head movement, to the end of my hand snapping his head back like a Pez dispenser, to him dropping to the floor like Leonard Santos did, and me hitting a D'Arce upon him trying to square back up in turtle position. I mean, I can go on and on. With these long drives that I'm taking, I think of scenarios like you would not believe. And I really see it going either way. But I really want to demonstrate what mixed martial arts is all about. So in order to do that, I have to touch upon other subjects. I have to demonstrate my Muay Thai. I have to demonstrate my boxing etiquette, hit and not get hit. I have to demonstrate the conditioning and the tough-nosedness of wrestling, USA wrestling. I have to demonstrate my ability to scramble and ability to catch and to know what I'm doing as far as my submission grappling, as far as my 10-planet jiu-jitsu. This kid is going to give me opportunities everywhere I see, and I'm going to capitalize on every single one that he does. I'm a great counter fighter, but you saw in the last fight that Mayweather had versus McGregor, he took an opportunity to go and took a chance because he said he wanted the fans to get something out of it. Well, I'm always putting myself in different positions, leaving my face open so I get hit, so the fans get the fight that they want. But I'm going to give you fans the fight that you don't want. I'm going to give you the fight that it's not me all bloody. It's going to be Kevin Lee's blood all over the place. It's going to be my hands hitting him and his missing me. And it's going to be smiling inside that octagon. It's going to be me dancing the salsa moves and that merengue. And he's going to be looking around like, holy shit, I can't believe I just fucking went to war with this kid. Because as much as I want to say that I hate the kid, I don't. He's an athlete. Do I want to kick his ass? Absolutely. But I respect him to where he's gotten to where he is at. But I said it in my interviews. His skill level is not there yet. And his caliber is not there. They rushed him into this one, and it's not my fault. This kid's going to get it October 7th.
Wow, very excited to hear that there'll be a new and improved and evolved, even more tactical edition of Tony Ferguson. Just as we let you go, Tony, where's the belt going? Assuming you go in there, you beat him in the main event of UFC 216. Is there a spot in the house? Have you made one already?
Absolutely. There's a spot in my house that's right next to my Ultimate Fighter trophy. But the one thing I would want to do first is, I want to show my son, I want to show my wife, and show my dad, and my coaches. That's the first thing I want to do. I want to take it around to my coaches that helped me to get to where I'm at, and the people, and let them hold it and see it and kind of just enjoy it as well, and then put that bitch away and then go for that real motherfucker.
Well, there it is, guys. A fresh and exciting main event for UFC 216. Tony Ferguson finally gets his shot at the UFC lightweight interim title. Make sure to follow him on Twitter and Instagram at Tony Ferguson XT. The fight goes down October 7th in the US, October 8th in Australia. And those of you lucky enough to get tickets, they're now on sale, so jump on before they are gone. What did you say, Tony, as we wrap up?
Hey, you know what? You guys followed me on my way to victory, and thank you very much for being fucking sweet. So victory on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hooah! Follow me at Tony Ferguson XT. Got you guys. Solid. Good on you.
Awesome.